couple of years ago, I was inside of a barn while it collapsed. Let's talk about it. I think it was 2018. The barn that I was boarding at, 2 days after we moved in, it collapsed in the middle of February. I was supposed to be teaching a 5 and 6 o'clock lesson, and the 6 o'clock canceled, so the 5 o'clock was just kind of taking their time, just messing around, do whatever they want to do. And in the meantime, while they got ready and did all that, my trainer and I went into the arena to go move jumps around and stuff. And as we're walking in, like, the snow is falling off of the roof, and we can hear the beam shaking, everything. And literally, like, we look up, things are shaking, it's insanely loud. And she goes to yell, "Run!" And literally, as we're running, the ceiling is falling behind us. Like you see in movies when people are running across a bridge and the bridge is falling as they're running off of it. It was exactly that. It was terrifying. And it was so unbelievably loud. You can only imagine, like, how terrifying it was. So the way the barn was built, the arena was in the middle, and then the aisleways were on the side. And the only aisleway that collapsed was the one that was empty, that had no horses in it, because all of the other aisleways had horses in the stalls during that day. So, like, we had people in the barn, horses in the stalls. Thankfully, no one got injured other than, like, emotionally traumatized. But yeah, it was crazy. And the whole winter, like I said, it was 2 days after we moved in. So we'd already scoped out other barns, like, this is where we wanted to be. So we were kind of like waiting for insurance and everything to kind of get the barn, like the arena, rebuilt. So in the meantime, we're either riding outside, and we were trailering to other barns for arena use. We stayed till spring. And then we found another barn that we loved. We were there for about 5 years or so until they closed. And now I'm at the barn I'm at now, and I love it. But yeah, it was terrifying. And my students were outside, like, crying. I kept my cool. I got, like, my trainer and I got all the horses out. And then afterwards, I remember calling my parents, and I was, like, crying on the phone. It was so scary. That situation, that's also the same barn that my horse died at. So it was yeah. So needless to say, check the structure on your facilities. I will never enter a barn now without being, like, aware of the way the barn's built and whatnot. I'll enter a couple pictures at the end and show you guys.